All right, we're on episode 22 of JJK. Last episode kind of really felt like a filler episode because instead of doing the 1v1s, they were just playing baseball and really chilling. Like, we didn't get too much of the plot. We found out that, like, the plant curse was still alive, but that's about really all we got plot-wise. So I'm guessing this episode we're going to get back to the plot. I'm not sure what too much to expect because I think the principal said they were going to stop chasing Yuji. And we don't know what the villains are planning, but they said something about October 31st, and I think it's still summertime for them. So I don't know what we're doing towards the end of the season, but we'll see. Make sure to like, subscribe, and let's get into it.
I told you! The auto-locking door was left hanging wide open! Don't make me repeat myself! What? Screw you! You'll do it today!
He probably finna get attacked by a curse.
You're dead!
Ooh, no, you're dead.
Taichi Kaneda in Morioka in June. Osamu Shimada in Yokohama in August. All three died in similar circumstances.
Okay, so we're just getting back to the regular missions, I'm guessing.
Death by a cursed spirit at the entrances to their apartments.
This CG
And
looks
all
crazy.
three of them, just days prior to their murders, had filed the same complaint with their property managers. They all claimed they'd found the security doors left wide open.
But none of these dates or locations match. Maybe it's not the same cursed spirit?
Hey, wait. What if the spirit is messing with the doors? Do cursed spirits
Oh.
trigger those sensors, you think?
Apparently, the cursed spirit made the door operating mechanism go crazy, not the sensors. And as for whether or not the same cursed spirit was behind all three, we couldn't make a decision based on the residuals. We looked for connections between the three of them, and we discovered that all three had attended the same middle school for 2 years. So that's why we're on our way to their middle school now. We'll be picking up a fourth man who also went there and knew all of the victims. I'm assigning you three as sorcerers to see what you can find out from him.
Way to go, Kogisaki!
Ha! No sweat.
Okay, so this is gonna be a normal episode, I guess.
Is this the home of that acquaintance?
Yeah. Or it used to be.
Well, he died?
Turns out he died the same way the other three did.
God damn it. What was the point of going to his house then?
So there was no auto-locking door, but he was killed right at the entrance, just like the others. He'd also recently told other family members that another time he'd come home alone, he found that the door was unlocked, but it wouldn't open. I asked his parents about the other three victims, but they said they didn't know what relationship he might have had with them.
I'm sure we'll find something here
Oh,
at
they
this
just
middle
found
school.
other people.
I sure
They knew
hope
him.
so. I made you guys an appointment with the teacher, so I'm counting on you.
Are they supposed to be middle schoolers?
Hey, check out these two punks. How about we kick their asses?
What
What
the?
for?
Exactly.
It's good to see you again!
Look at that. You're getting some respect.
We haven't
Bruh.
seen you since graduation, Fushiguro.
Thought it was all about them. Oh,
I, went to school here.
you didn't say that?
Explain yourself!
What did you do? What happened when you were
Exactly.
at the school? Wait, maybe
Did you
we should
beat them
just ask
up?
these two.
We both, along with every other stoner and slacker and delinquent here at this school, got beat up by Fushiguro.
Of course. What you out here trying to be a teacher's pet? Beating people up?
Why are you talking like a robot? Would you look at me?
Exactly.
What is your deal? What the hell's going on here with you?
Hey, you three! Who are you? Students from other schools are not allowed in here.
We have permission to visit today.
Ah, the investigators. How very young you all are. Please keep your past visible for your entire stay here. Is that Fushiguro?
Everybody knows.
He remembers you.
So this man's been here for a long time then.
Kaneda, Shimada, Yamato, and now Morishita too, eh? It's quite a shock to hear about this. But it must be nearly 20 years now since those boys graduated.
Yeah, so do you know anybody else who went with them?
They were all problem children too, though not as bad as you.
Curious rumors, or dark rumors, or connections with bad adults.
Hey, problem child.
Also anything of ill omen, of course.
That looked like it hurt it.
But it was just your average middle school stuff. Ill omen?
Are you talking about that old story? The Yasuhachi Bridge? That one?
You're still here, A and B?
What's the Yasuhachi Bridge?
Yeah.
It's a suicide site, considered haunted by some of the locals.
If you knew all of this, why did they even have to go to the school if Fushiguro knew this?
Bungee jump off Yasuhachi Bridge late at night to test one's courage.
I'm surprised there are people dumber than me.
What did you use for the cord?
No, we don't bungee jump. We just heard people talking about it. It's a thing from back in the day.
One day, Kaneda and the other three all were absent without permission. When we contacted all of their families, we learned that none of the 4 boys had come home from school the day before. Then they were found laying under the bridge, unconscious. They got chewed out good, as I recall. But all 4 of them swore up and down that they didn't remember a thing.
So that's when they got cursed.
As a matter of fact, I've been to that bridge.
To bungee jump?
Just like in schools, curses can take root in haunted locations. There wasn't anything strange at the time, even though it became a little famous. It's still in use as a normal bridge.
It might be something up with
agree.
that teacher.
There's something I was hoping to ask you about. When you were in school here, Sumiki always took care of you. Is she doing okay these days?
Yes,
Wait, who is Sumiki?
my sister.
What?
Oh, you got a
How come
sister?
you never tell us anything about yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah, what she said.
When they find cursed objects like these, why don't they just destroy them?
They can't destroy them, so they use a pact to put their life on pause to not harm others, but preserve their existence. Sukuna's a monster that will still attract curses, even after it became a cursed object and was divided into 20 pieces, so it can choose its own vessel.
Ooh.
Listen. Cash, right? That's what you want, isn't it?
No, this poor
So
man.
will this one work okay? He still can't see me even at this juncture. His
Oh.
ability level is low.
Ooh. Oh god, it's gross. I was wondering what this episode had to do with like the main plot, but I'm guessing like the curse that's messing with those people by the school might have something to do with what they're using on this dude right now. But we found out Fushiguro had a sister, which I did not know. Like, because he really does not talk about himself. Like, even in the flashbacks, we got flashes of what I'm assuming was his sister, but I just thought that was his mother. So, like, we don't know too much about his life. And I'm guessing we're probably going to have to do that now because they're talking, they're alluding to his past and everything that he did. So this might be the episode where we learn a little bit more about him. This is Gojo, ain't
We're
it?
here.
No,
Koino
it's still
Kuchi
them.
Canyon, Yasuhachi Bridge. Once you confirm a cursed spirit is here, I'll lower a veil.
Sorry to ask you this when you just woke up, but could
Oh,
you go
God.
run a little errand for me?
Wait, even to have them attack them? This is about to get
What a
bad.
blast. Not hide or hair of a cursed spirit.
I guess this isn't it. We're back to square one.
Won't matters get worse if we don't hurry? Well, it's a famous haunted location, right? So there might still be plenty of others who got cursed. And right now, the death rate's at 100%. You
Yeah.
don't want to see any others die, right?
Yeah, true.
Bungee jumping was all the rage back then, so maybe the act of jumping off is the key.
Doesn't matter. Itadori already tried that.
Huh?
What?
You didn't really jump with that vinyl cord tied to you, did you?
Of course they did it. Why you kick him so hard?
Oh, thank goodness. Fushiguro!
Who's this guy?
He's that guy you were making fun of.
Yeah.
I think you called him Idiot A.
Oh,
You were talking about Yasuhachi Bridge, so I thought I might find you here. My big sister.
it's nice that you still remember me, Fushiguro.
I was talking to my sister about you yesterday, and,
Yes, well, Morishita's funeral was held in our neighborhood. So then when my brother said that you were looking into him and also Yasuhachi Bridge, maybe the two things were related.
Yeah.
Morishita's unexpected death and Yasuhachi Bridge.
No, they're not. No connection.
You
Oh.
see, I went there too. In 8th grade.
Oh
I
my
went to the
god.
bridge late one night.
Okay, you gotta calm her down. Like right now.
Has anything out of the ordinary happened at home recently?
Why they
You
playing
and
this
no one
calming
else?
music?
That's just it. You see, my family runs a shop here in town.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been finding the shop's automatic door wide open
Oh,
when they
no.
come home.
Okay,
Thanks to
but at
me.
least now they know where the curse is at.
But there was definitely something there. It scared me. My brother told me about you three, and I remembered that night out on the bridge. It's happened about every other day for exactly 1 week now.
So there's at least 2 weeks between the time when the 4 victims first noticed something wrong and the day they died.
Wait, you didn't go out to that bridge all by yourself, did you? Do you remember who you went with? So then, this really does have something to do with...
Yeah.
No, it's just
Just
about
chill,
the door.
we asking
and it has
questions.
nothing to do with Morishita's death or anyone else's.
She's a
Fushiguro
horrible
and
liar.
his friends here are just helping me with research for my college report. But I need to get reports from all kinds
was
of
the
sources.
worst lie I've ever
so
heard.
I'd love to hear who was with you out at the bridge.
Yeah. She believed it?
Your sister Tsumiki was there with us that night.
Tsumiki?
Wait, what?
Not his sister.
I see. I'll ask Tsumiki what she remembers about it.
Okay, then I guess I can just give
His
you two
ability
a
to
call
stay
back.
calm is
You
insane.
three keep working on the report until I get back.
Ah, this is gonna get bad.
Fushiguro. Fushiguro!
Ah, fuck.
You gotta make sure that she's safe.
I'm all right.
You gotta lock
Hang
in.
on, I
Come on.
just need a moment.
A moment, bro. She got like a week.
Yes, I understand. You need guard for Tsumiki, right? I'll try. But as far as sorcerers, second grades are all that's available.
Second grade.
And since the number of victims there far exceeds our estimates, we'll probably have to reevaluate the curses grade as well.
You were probably assigned this mission with Itadori's growth taken into account. So if it's even more dangerous than was originally thought, then it might be too much for a second grade sorcerer.
Personally, I recommend you withdraw.
He's not about to do that.
Do I go back by myself right now? No. The mission was already dangerous for all three of us. I can't leave it to just the two of them. Gojo will return next week. The time limit's the big problem. This isn't the type of cursed spirit that attacks someone. It's the type that activates a cursed technique from within a marked person. So
Okay.
there's no point staying nearby and protecting them. But this mission's danger level just shot up.
Yeah.
Other sorcerers will be taking over the case. You two can go home now.
He is lying.
Wait, why just us two? Hey, what about you?
I'll leave after I say goodbye.
Oh, well, he is not about to try to exercise it by himself. I know they're gonna come back though, right?
Hello, Nita. Thanks for your help. There's something I want to ask you.
About the procedure, right? Fujinuma didn't go over the side of Yasuhachi Bridge. They held their test of courage underneath the bridge.
Itadori went under it too.
Most likely you can't get below it from up above. The cursed spirit is within its barrier, so the procedure's important. You go at night, from underneath.
It's impossible to constantly keep a domain imbued with a technique deployed forever, which means it's like that barrier at the juvenile detention center.
So it's gonna be all corrupt and stuff.
I'm actually lucky this time around, since I won't need a veil.
You really don't tell us enough about yourself.
Sure don't.
It just appeared next to
You
him.
didn't notice us until now? You're seriously lost in space.
Exactly.
We're not saying you have to tell us everything, but come on, at least let us help.
Tsumiki is still bedridden. The curse of the Yasuhachi Bridge only appears to its victims, since she can't communicate herself. I have no idea when she'll be killed by the curse,
Oh.
so I want to exorcise it right away.
Well, you could use their help.
Okay. Jeez, we get it now.
You should have just told us all that from the start.
Exactly.
At the bottom of the canyon, there might be a river. Crossing a river or other border, acts that symbolize crossing over to the afterlife, these carry important meanings in sorcery.
Okay, so the fight about to start. Ooh.
There it is.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's a bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, that's the other one.
What's this? Someone really here?
Huh?
Fushiguro, this one's different, huh?
Yeah.
Then why don't you two focus on that first one?
Oh.
I'll exercise this one.
Okay.
Is that so? You're going to play with me now, are you?
Okay, this is episode 22. That episode felt like more kind of like a setup, really, because we was learning a lot about Fushiguro and his backstory and stuff, but we never really like got a climax to anything that was starting. I'm guessing that's all gonna happen next episode, but I like the way we got to see the three of them bond because we haven't really seen them as a team since like episode 4 or 5 maybe. So to see them, you know, back together, back working with each other without stuff going on, you know, it gives them a chance to build their relationship, work together better as a team. So that was cool. But I really want to see how they fight together now since, you know, after the exchange event, Yuji got way stronger and we haven't really seen like how good Nobara and Fushiguro work together either. So I want to see them fight as a team to see like where that level is kind of at. But that's all I got. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.